As an audience, you would have no way of knowing that I'm 15 feet from the camera. The camera can change its perception of space by zooming. You might wonder why I'm sitting 15 feet from the camera. In doing interviews, there are occasions when you'll want to get the camera away from the subject so that it minimizes the background, it blurs the background, it makes the subject stand out. Whereas if you were up close and wide angle, you'd see my bookcases and the windows and all the decorations, and that might be more information than you want in the picture. When you set up to do an interview like this in a room, the first thing you should do is just take a minute and listen to what's going on in the room. So let's just do that for a few seconds. Okay, I've heard several cars go by outside the window. I hear a compressor or something because they're blowing insulation into the church across the street. And I heard a few thumps from a construction project in the next block. To make matters worse, I've just turned on an ambient sound machine, and you can probably perceive now that the ambient sound in the room is much higher and can interfere with things. So now I'd like to do a demonstration of what happens with mic placement when you're in an interviewing situation like this, and the principle of getting the microphone really close to the subject so that the perspective of the sound matches the perspective of the camera. So the first thing we're going to do is switch to the camera mic, the one that is built into the camera. Well, here I am, 15 feet from the camera, though I look a lot closer, and am being picked up by the microphone that's built into the camera. Now we've put a very sensitive, highly directional microphone on the camera, and I hope it sounds a little more clear than the built-in microphone, but the microphone is still where the camera is, not where the source of the sound is. Here we have the microphone set up to the camera, but we have a timid sound person who is afraid to get too close, so the microphone is about 7 or 8 feet away from me. And as you can see, the microphone's maybe 12 inches from my head. You can hear me over all the ambient sound. I could even whisper. I could even whisper, and you can probably still hear me.